Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I bet you thought I'd forgotten about doing a full-time thoughts video, but no. Didn't have time yesterday. Spent too much time in the pub. But this is my full-time thoughts on West Ham 0, Fulham 2. As always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter. So currently supporting over 60 separate food banks as of the time of this recording. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those the less fortunate than you and I. So guys, let's jump straight onto it and talk about the team sheet. Very happy with the starting 11, to be honest with you. Fabianski remaining in goal, with Soufal, Mavropanos, Aguerd and Emerson. Well, Aguerd I wasn't happy with. You guys know I don't trust the guy in any shape or form. Alvarez and Ward-Prowse kind of in the defensive midfield. I think Ward-Prowse is a little bit further forward than people were saying. Kudus out on the right. Danny Ings in the hole by the looks of it. And Paquetá on the left with Antonio up front. So, barring Aguerd, I was very happy with this. I thought, great, we're going to be going for 4-4-2, but it looked like we ended up doing a 4-1-4-1 at certain points. First 5 or 6 minutes were absolutely superb. So good. So good. Such really good attempts at goal. Like, for example, we had, what was it? The chance with Soufal pelting down the right-hand side, puts a great ball in, goalkeeper bounces it straight to Antonio, and he absolutely fucking skies it. You know, we had a chances before that. I think James Ward-Prowse, if I remember correctly, as well, for that matter. So, and then, yeah, the inevitable happened. You know, everything was set up for us to go 6th on the table, you know. And that's everything was aligned, as it always is. As it always is with West Ham, we absolutely screw that up. Don't get me wrong, the goals that Pereira scored in each half were phenomenal. They were, from a Fulham point of view, they were very, very good goals. But from our point of view, the first goal was absolutely ridiculous. Stupid defending, ridiculous not lack of communication between Aguerd, Mavropanos and Fabianski. Yes, there's an argument that Mavropanos should have cleared it, of course. Yep. But also at the same point, I've got to give him a little bit of leeway here, a little bit. Because at the end of the day, guys, he was still nursing in that injury from Thursday. But it shows how desperate we are for defenders at the moment, that Mavropanos had to come in. Obviously, Zuma was rested. He came on the second half. But, yeah, it just wasn't what we all were hoping for. It really wasn't anything that we're near, bar the first 5 or 6 minutes, what we were hoping for. You know, but we go 1-0 down. But credit to Fabianski, kept us in the game for as long as he did. He genuinely did. At work today, I listened back to the BBC Sports Extra radio commentary of the game, just to double check that the beers that me and my mates were having after the game last night didn't cloud my memory, and it didn't in any shape or form. It was lovely that we did a minute's applause for Dylan Tumbidis at the 38th minute. But yeah, guys, we were awful. Less than awful. Atrocious at certain points. Now, of course, the officials didn't exactly help. I mean, Stuart Atwell, I did give my reservations in the preview about it. But yeah, there's some dodgy stuff. But that's got nothing to do with the fact that we were just abject. It really doesn't. You know, obviously 3 changes from the Leverkusen game. And of course 2 changes from the previous Wolves game as well, for that matter. I thought Soufal was brilliant going forward. Yes, he's subject to his defending. 1-0 down at half time. I was just like, well, angry, but I think we can get back in this. Second half rolls around, and no, we didn't at all. We did not get into this in any shape or form, and it was abysmal. I mean, we made Fulham look like, well, Barcelona is an understatement, quite frankly. It really is an understatement. But yeah, it was just. I mean, one thing that irritated me about the substitutions in the second half, right? You're 1-0 down. Actually, I think we were 2-0 down by the substitution mark. No, we were still 1-0 down by the substitutions. I get the logic behind it. I understand it 100%. I don't agree with it. There's the difference. Yeah. Taking off Ward-Prowse and Sufal and bringing on Johnson and Souček was kind of like trying to shore up the fact that we weren't going to be conceding any more goals. Massive mistake. Massive mistake. You know, Zuma coming on for the injured Mavropanos. It looks like he's going to be a doubt for Thursday. By the way, guys, by the time you're watching this, hopefully, I'll be recording the preview for the Leverkusen game. So you know we've got that on top of it. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be out tomorrow. Apologies if you can hear my housemates banging doors. I've told them many times just to stop it, but you can hear it just in the background slightly. So apologies for that. But yes, you know, obviously the big talking point in terms of the substitutions was George Earthy. You know, came on for Antonio, was playing brilliantly well, but unfortunately there's a clatter of heads between Alvarez and him, and he goes and he's knocked out cold. I genuinely thought at the time it was Alvarez that was on the floor. But yeah, it was George Earthy. Fortunately, from what we're hearing, he was okay to be discharged from hospital early this morning. And hopefully he's going to be fit and well. Apparently, according to X, one of the first things he was saying when he got home was, you know, when am I going to be able to train again? You know, get back in it, because he played well. You know, everything that he was doing was the smart movements. It was the only breath of life in a very, very deflated team, shall we say? But yeah, obviously the Pereira goal, second one down the other end of the pitch, it wasn't brilliant. Paquetá pissing about too much, gives the ball away. I mean, he was giving the ball away for most of the game, to be fair. A lot of people have said that they think that his head's been turned, and I can understand the reasons why they're saying that. It's probably true. You know, we don't know. Nobody's in the Paquetá camp, so we can't really say. But, you know, obviously Earthy coming off on the 91st minute and Cornet coming on in his stead, you know, the damage was done by then. It was disappointing. It's disappointing. It's the only way I can put it. I'm not frustrated by it. I mean, yes, okay, we are Fulham's third victory in all competitions away from home this season, and yes, they haven't beaten us since 2001 at a home fixture. But Fulham are a good side. I know we made them look a lot better than they actually were, but they played well. They could have had a lot more. We could have had at least a couple. So either way, a loss from that point of view is justified. I'm not happy with it like the rest of you guys, but it is justified. But yeah, so I'm going to go away now and do the Leverkusen preview, so keep an eye out for that, guys. Thank you very much to everybody that's watched. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And as always, put your comments in the comment section below. I've got a funny feeling I know what you guys are going to be saying. But yeah, keep an eye out for the preview tomorrow. But in the meantime, take care, and I'll see you soon. All the best now.